Welcome to Highland Woodworking. We're going to put together a 53-inch European beechwood workbench. The workbench comes with instructions, just 2 pages, very simple. If you should happen not to have these instructions when you uncrate your workbench, unbox your workbench, you'll go to our website and you can find it there listed with the workbench and print them out at home. Very easy to put together. The first thing you want to do is on the leg assemblies is glue those up. I have them just together loosely here so you can see. This is dowel construction that will glue in the dowels and then put together the pieces. If you notice, there's a front piece. They have the holes drilled in it. Those are to accept bench dogs on the front face of your bench. There are holes drilled in the middle of the upright pieces, of the vertical pieces, that will accept the stretcher piece. There happen to be holes drilled up, as you can see I have them placed here. Those holes actually are just other holes that are drilled when this piece is used in a different model from the manufacturer. So I've turned these inward to have them oriented so you really won't see them much with the bench top on. They include a small little glue bottle for gluing in the dowels. You can use this, you can use your own yellow glue if you have it. The dowels go in pretty easy once you get a little lubrication on them with the glue. I push them all the way into the bottom. Extra glue on. Doing this way makes me think that I'll do the next one with a little glue brush. It's going to go a lot faster. And it doesn't hurt. Just to help seat it a little bit. We'll get the other one glued up. I won't bore you with that, and then we'll move on. Okay, we got both leg sets glued up, and I'll take the clamps off this one. Clamps do make it easier drawing things together, squeezing out any extra glue that you put out, spread out. And I did glue this up with a small little brush. Putting glue on the dowels went a lot quicker. So just to cover again that you get your orientation right before you glue everything up, that these holes, they are through holes all the way through, but they both face on the same direction for your leg sets. And then these upper holes, which are not going to be used for anything, I justified them up. You could switch them around and have them be at the bottom, but I put them up because I thought that when I have the top on, there'll just be that one hole that would be visible, but the stretcher is going to go between the two. So let's get the stretcher on now. It's just 2 horizontal pieces and a piece of plywood that makes up the shelf. And you can do it a couple different ways. You can have the orientation to be where you'll have a shelf with a side to it, or you could install it this way, where you just have a shelf with only that little lip. So that's your choice. You can do it either way. These don't get glued in. They're going to serve just to locate it. There's a mechanical fastener to hold this together. Just a bolt. 4 bolts and 4 nuts. Let's see. I'll pick this side of the plywood to be up. And get the second one going. Now I guess you could choose glue these dowels in or glue them together, but we may want to move this bench or knock it down for traveling. So I'm just going to let those pins be locator pins. Everything started. Do it on the diagonal here. You don't have a as a driver, you could do this with a crescent wrench. I'm not going to dog it down real tight just yet until I get the top on. Okay, now that we have the stretchers together, I'm going to go ahead and I flip the bench top upside down on top of the stretchers in order to install the two parts of the vise hardware that attach to the bench. They have the female sockets to accept the guide rods of the vise assembly and the threaded main screw socket for the main part of the vise assembly. It's just 4 screws. Should line up pretty even. With lag screws, you don't want to go over torquing and remount the hole. The vise comes like this, and you have to put it onto the block. 2 screws attach the vise assembly to the block. You can see that the part of the casting that has the bevel on it goes down. So it's going to go like that. And the holes in the casting line up with the holes pre-drilled into the vise cheek block. And there is some play in these holes, so it might be a good idea before you tighten these down all the way to actually get the vise started, to flip it upside down, because the bench is upside down. And then get the center screw started. Now the guide rods are passing through the female sockets on the hardware attached to the bench. Use the drill driver. She'll drive the screws quickly. Get this one going. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. Get it seated. Under each leg, there's a pre-drilled hole for a lag screw to go up out of the top and secure the top to the leg base assembly. Okay, the 4 lag screws that hold the bench top to the base. I did one first and went on the diagonal and got it started. Didn't tighten them all the way down until I got the other 3rd and 4th one started. And I'm just now finishing off getting this last one tight. Okay, we'll get the last one glued on. And let the glue dry. We'll take out the bench for a test ride real quick. We've got the workbench all put together, and we've got a piece of wood in the vise. And let's see how she goes. Hope you enjoy your new workbench. Thanks for watching.